Good morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you're at, ladies and gents. I am Kuura Isagami, and welcome to a more or less unplanned kind of a shotgun kind of art stream here. I honestly had a lot of fun with the first one I did yesterday, and I really wanted to try to keep that momentum going, and, well, today's plans didn't quite go as well as I'd hoped, I suppose. Maybe I'll talk about that later, I guess. And needed something to kind of to lift the mood a little bit, so decided I was going to start up another art stream. Don't quite know 100% what I'm going to do with this one yet, but I have a couple of ideas on things I could do. Panfastic, Greatly Amazing, good to have you both in here with me today. Thank you so much. I don't know why my T-chat is not... Let me see if I can refresh this. My chat is not working like it should. What's going on here? Okay, I'll deal with it later. But yeah, it's kind of just going to be a really chill stream. Like I said, it wasn't officially like planned or anything. It's just, you know, something I wanted to do. And it'll basically just keep going until I decide I'm done with it. If it means I stream the whole 3 hours, maybe a little more, maybe a little less, I don't know, we'll find out. Before I do go on, let me double check and see why my dock on here is not working. Grab this real quick. Do some minor fixes. That worked. Alright, well, I guess that's not behaving like it should. I will need to, that later. Okay, that's fine. That's fine, that's fine, that's fine. Gotta love technical difficulty. I don't need it this time. Well, I can't stay for 3 hours. Well, I appreciate however long you can stay anyway. Alright, let me see. What was I going to do today? I had a couple of ideas. So I had a couple of ideas. I'm gonna kind of throw them by your. I'm gonna kind of throw them your direction first before I do anything. So the first of which was I was just gonna draw some of the most recent Ori metas that were designed and implemented for Metarod S. For those that have played, know who they are. If not, don't worry about it. I can pull up pictures of them here in just a sec to show you. In England, it's half past 10 in the evening. Yeah, oh yeah, definitely. I don't want to keep you up forever and a half. You definitely need your sleep, buddy. I was gonna do that. I was gonna draw one or two or maybe a couple of them, or I was gonna try to do a create your own kind of thing. For context to that, roughly about a year or so ago, I think I had a friend help me with a perchance generator that basically had all the different skills and kits that Metarots could use in the games, and just kind of jumbled a random one with a motif and a leg type, and just kind of gave you ideas on what you could do with it. So here is my question to kind of decide where we're going. Do you guys want to do the official ones and maybe just do some doodles of those, or do you guys want to maybe take a crack at a custom one? Let's see what's on here too while I'm at it. Good. Alright, so just to repeat them again, do you guys want to see doodles of the official ones, the newer ones, or do you want to take a crack at maybe a custom one where I'll find a... Oh, mine would enjoy anything. Alright, well that's fine too. Well, we can always doodle with it. Let me see here. Digilabs, hello. Hey buddy, good to have you in with us today. So let me see here actually. Let me open up a browser source. This one? Yes, this one. And okay, yeah, that's this one. Let me properties. Okay, this is display capture. I don't want that one. I need another window. Go into window capture. Call it in tab. There we go, that works. Cursor. Let's not capture cursor. Let's do this first. Down here. There we go, that's better. Okay, so basically the whole premise to this custom one. Okay, cool. So basically the whole premise to this is like I said, it's basically just a little generator that I threw together with a friend of mine, and I've been kind of keeping on top of it with all the new models and new skills that come in. So even all the brand new skills that were implemented into the game will have these will be included in this list. And I know what all of them are. I can explain them if you have any questions on what they do. But basically, it's just gonna randomize whatever it is. It's gonna give me a kit. It's gonna give me a motive prompt, leg type, and a leg ability, and then we basically just kind of take a crack at it from there. So let me see. I'm just gonna hit this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, let's see what we got here. Folklore theme with a kit of beam, bug, tornado, multi-ped legs, and excel. Let me see. What can I do with that one? Optic attack, turn skipping, tornado attack with multi-legs, and a leg ability that makes it go faster. What would I do for folklore with that one, though? That's the question. Oh no, actually, hold on. Before I do go on, let me go ahead and start up my EGM on here too. I meant to do that sooner. Get down just a bit. There we go. Get that up and running. I meant to get that up and running sooner, and I almost forgot. Okay, I'll leave that one alone. I'll come back. I'll do another one. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright, here we go. Let's try something else here. Machine theme with all restore, micro shock, cyber core, sea legs, and the hoplite leg ability. All of that sounded really good until I got down to hoplite. Hoplite is really good with defensive skills, which this one does not have. Now, granted, I could always go back and go pick something else later, but yeah. Let's see what else we can do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Folklore, basic guard, defense trap survivor, wield legs and barrier with a heavy limit of 0. Okay, I can see this one going somewhere. I can see this one. Folklore theme, so maybe like a fantasy story or a medieval or old sorcerer or knights or magic or things like that. I could probably think of something like that fairly easily, unless you guys have plans or ideas. Basically, to explain the kit, guard just allows him to intercept blows for allies. Defense trap will punish anyone on the enemy side that tries to use defense skills. Survivor basically prevents the user from being able to use or receive healing effects. Wield legs is very high base mobility, and then barrier is defense boost on charging metaphors. So relatively tanky kind of build. I could see something done with this one. Really want to see a cartoon theme. All right, well, let me think. All right, let's see what we can find for cartoon. Silly, insect, folklore, humanoid, spooky, machine, historical, strange, insect. I know it's in here somewhere. Silly, spooky. There we go, cartoon. I'll put a link to this down too if you guys want to check it out later. But you kind of lose a good chunk of the context if you don't play Metarotus or are versed with it, but that's fine too. Usually when we have Ori Meta contests come around, either in the Discord server for Metarot or for the official YouTube, for the official Metarot YouTube, I'll usually post links about this again and try to keep on it. All right, let me see here. Cartoon theme with hyper beam, radar sight, discharge, flight legs, and trigger happy. All right, I can kind of see that one. That one's a little scatterbrain, but I could probably make something work out of that. Let me see. We got an optic attribute skill that has high power. We have a skill that boosts likelihood of landing hits. We have a melee skill which removes charge from enemies upon attacking them. Flight legs for solid overall good mobility, and trigger happy, which is damage plus on crits for shooting skills. A little scatter, but I could probably make something work with this. So I'll tell you what. Let me get a snipper out here so I don't forget this. Where's my snipping tool? There it is. I'm going to clip this so I have it. Okay. I'm gonna put this over here. No, I don't want the whole window, thank you. Alright, so we have an idea here. We're gonna use this one. What kind of theme should we use for this one? Like, obviously nothing copyrighted, so I can't use like Mickey Mouse or Donald Duck or something. That's obvious, but just something cartoony or theme or something that I could use to kind of build off of. What do you guys think? Want to do like some kind of cartoon vehicle or a cartoon mascot or something like that? Literally, the sky's the limit. It just gives me a theme here, and I just have to elaborate off of that. While I'm at it, too, go ahead and fire this up. Okay, I'm gonna take this window. Something from a 90s cartoon. Okay, well that's an idea. Int tab. Alright, let me shift this over. I don't know how well that'll show up. I don't think it will. Alright, that's fine. So I will close that then. Okay. So we have an idea for a theme. We're going to use a cartoon that has a shooting skill head part, a support base right arm, a melee base left arm, and a flight leg. Like black and white. Okay. So we can go old style. We can go classic. Let me think. What should we use though? So hyper beam would honestly be some kind of gun or like a laser gun. So what should we do with that? Let's see if that kind of gives you any ideas. Let me. Oh, where's my pen? There's my pen. Let me add another. Just start here. Ideas. Okay. So cartoon. With hyper beam. Let me make that smaller. Font size. Got a cartoon theme. With a kit of hyper beam. Radar sight. Discharge. Oh, running out of space over here. Discharge. Then a leg ability of trigger happy. From the 90s, cartoon train with headlights as a beam. Don't know what this game is. A cartoon, think a cartoon train. Okay, I can see where you're going with that though. I can see where you're going. We can try to. We can most certainly make something happen with that. The like ability though. I'm gonna do this another. So head is hyper beam. I can spell right. Right arm, radar sight. Left arm, discharge. Legs. light. Trigger happy. HV of 0. Okay, so this will be our control here. So this is kind of our idea. I'm gonna rotate this a little bit. That's gonna bug me otherwise. Perfect, right about there. That's gonna bug me if it's off center. New train throws coal at enemies. All right, well that's an idea. Well, there's also the flight legs here in particular we have to pay attention to. So let's think about that. So let's do something else down here for ideas. Ideas. My handwriting's terrible, I know. And 90s. Black and white. Train. Pole throw. Yeah, that's some ideas. Secrets go. Hey, Secrets, good to see you again. We're just kind of deliberating ideas at the moment. We're gonna design our own meta here on stream, and we have the kit ready to go. We're just trying to figure out how we're gonna go about it. All right, so we have 90s theme, black and white, train, coal throw. I'm gonna throw a plane leg in there or something. Maybe like a steam flyer. I think I had an idea going. Where was it? Like a right flyer, I guess. Right flyer. I don't know. We'll play with it. We'll add more ideas as we go. So with it being a flight legged though, that's kind of the one thing I want to focus on more. So we're gonna focus on maybe like a cartoon steam powered plane or something. Which would definitely stay within the realm of fiction that we're aiming for. Let me guide. Stick this up here. Okay. So let me think. You guys said you want to make the head like the beam, like the headlights. So we can make that happen. So let me think. Quick steam powered boiler. So what I could probably do. This is just going to be the guideline anyway, so it's not going to be fancy looking. Like... like that, maybe, the head. That work. Okay. Good. Or some. Something kind of like that. Cartoon smoke. I could probably find a way to implement that. So let's do. Bar down to. I don't want to bounce off shoot board too much. Similar design, but we can make something work. Like that, kind of. This is going to be a beam type of attack. Cartoon smoke. Okay, let me see. Like a cartoon flyer. So we gotta make it look silly. So let's do. Got a tail fin back here, like an old right flyer fin. Here, maybe. I think I'm going to like wacky, you know, old Hanna-Barbera tunes at this point with the crazy flying machines. Not that I mind though. That's kind of the direction we're going to take this. Kind of like that, maybe the body. We'll do that kind of for the body. And I gotta start on that. The plane thing. One way that we could do this, the way I'm thinking, if you guys have any other ideas too, by all means just shout them out. Just stick them in there and I'll take a look at them. I think that's what I'm kind of seeing. You make the leg like a platform. And do a set of wings down. That's bad, but I'm not going for perfect. Do some here too while we're at it. Get the classic Pac-Man eyes. That's a well, I could probably stick that somewhere. With it being a beam head though, that'd be kind of tricky though. I want to try to go for something Cyclopean with that one, but that's a very good idea too if we decide to redo it. Actually, you know what? I might be able to make that work. Hold on, I have an idea. I'm gonna dump the Cyclopean head thing. I have a better idea. I'm gonna see if I can make this work. Okay, so let's do. Okay, so let's try. If you guys can kind of see my vision here. It's like a cannon. Like that, maybe. Color here to make it look like an actual cartoon. And head a little sinful there. Draw a proper. Old aviators, like 30s, 40s aviators kind of cap. Goggles. Do not. Maybe some type of flame effect at the back as they tend to do in cartoons. That's a possibility. Said you wanted Pac-Man eyes, so. Actually, just do it. Do something like that so far. Maybe we can do the other set of wings on the shoulder or something. Thanks. So the other arm was radar sight. I make the head just a little bit bigger. Yeah, let's make it a little bigger. I'll clean this up later, but that's fine. The head a little bigger, more just kind of like that. Head, atomic bomb. Well, that's a possibility. Yeah, something similar. Yeah, that would be a pretty solid idea too, now that I think about it. Make the head like a nuke or something. Well, that's a possibility, but then I'd be kind of bouncing off of Tick to Clock from the really early days too, and I want to try to avoid that. Let's stick with this for now, but let's make it silly. Let's add a fuse. Let's stick a fuse on it. Something like that. See, arms. One of these. What do you guys think? Like a radar dish or something? I could stick in it. Maybe like a radar dish or some kind of sonar. Or you guys have another idea in mind? You guys are figuring that out. I'm gonna move this over. Myself some more room. I think discharge though. Let me think. Antenna. Okay, well, that's a possibility. That's an idea as well. Dang. So let's try this. So stick the wing a little higher up though on the shoulders. Maybe about right there, something. Attached to the shoulder itself. I'm gonna go back and redraw over all this later, obviously, but you know. Big ol' red button. This over a little bit. Be something kind of like that, maybe. Like those old classic, you know, like big buttons or whatever. A giant sonar, you know, like giant sonar out of nowhere. The other arm's discharge. That one might be a little tricky. Can't really use a magnet too much because I could use that for charge drain, but not discharge. Maybe. How about those old like let me think about, see if I can think of correctly, like those old insecticide cans that they would use like the old 30s cartoons. You know which ones I'm thinking of, right, guys? The old ones with the pump handle on the backside. Maybe we could use one of those. It kind of is. Basically, to explain what discharge does is, upon attacking the target, it steals some of their energy charge and then disperses it, as the name specifies. So it's different from another skill that's called charge drain, which is actually where you take the charge and fill your own energy with it. This one's just kind of, you take it, it's gone. If you're not allowed to have it, they can't either. You're like an old, those old insecticide cans. Shoulder here, like before. That. Yeah, see, you're kind of getting my vision. You're kind of seeing it. It's over right there. And then remember that shape properly. Say full cylinder. Followed by another cylinder. Catch the arm about right here. Pumping back. Be secured by the arm. So essentially, we're kind of looking at something like this. What do you guys think? Slap on the wings. Slap on the plane. Wings. Real life one. Yeah. I could probably add that on here. Like, oops, that's eraser. Be like, include as like a stylistic design, kind of like that. Yeah, something kind of like that. I like the direction this is going. This is a creative thing. We could make this work. We spread it out a little bit more. Okay, yeah, that's an idea too. This is just the rough sketch. This is just to make sure that we have our lines and our ideas where we want them. We can make this work. So now we have our idea. What do we want to call it? What would be its model ID? Is the question. Switch back over to white. See the details clear. Yeah. You have PLN. You can do maybe, I don't know, CPL for, you know, cartoon plane. CL 0 0. What do we call it though? That's the question. What do normal names sound like? It can be a little bit of anything, really. Like, it can be something as simple as like Blues Dog, or Pepper Cat, or Metal Beetle. And then you have other really creative ones that are like plays on names or like allusions to something. So they can be literally anything. APL, short for airplane. I thought about it, but we actually already have an APL model. I think it's Top Gunner if I recall correctly. So I want to try to not encroach on official models if I can help it. But that's a very good idea too. So let's hold on to CPL as a tentative completion unless you guys think of something better later. Maybe for a name, the only real limit is like limiting to like 8 Japanese characters, but that's basically it. Let me see, like cartoon plane. I don't know. Okay, well we'll leave the name as tentative. I'll let you guys figure that out as we go. So we'll just on fine. Oh, what? Let me do this one differently. I'm actually gonna try to like break this down. L R R legs. I actually try to like this proper. So left arm will be the one most in front. By head, legs, and right arm. J plane. Possibility. Let me look at that real quick. Hold on. Let me see. Pull up a handy dandy DeepL. J plane. That works. It's 7. Well, 8 technically if you count the space. Top Gun. Yeah, but there is already Top Gunner. That's why I was mentioning earlier with Levany who mentioned APL. It'd be basically the exact same name and characters. Tell you what, I like this one though. Let's try that. Let's use this as a tentative name, and then we'll revisit it later on. Just a little bit giving this character right. So it's this one. Plane does sound cool. Yeah, I'm it's growing on me. It's growing on me. We can make this work. And I might refine all that later, but I think we got our concept down. I think we got it. I'm digging it. I can see the vision of you guys. I can see it. Go for that old classic, biplane kind of look with old cartoon. I like it. I can see where this is going. Let's try a color scheme next. So you guys said you want to primarily black, white like old cartoons, but that does make coloring it kind of weird. So let me think. What do you guys think about like a sepia theme, like a bunch of like tans and creams and browns? do you guys think about that one? We could probably have some fun with that color scheme. Or we actually, as I think about it, we could do a mix of both. Like the plain body can be like a sepia color, and then like the arms and the head could be like kind of like a black-white. Be like a monochrome gray. I want to try to avoid monochrome. What sort of plane is it? It's like a kind of like your old Wright Flyer, kind of like a cartoony biplane. Yeah, but see, sepia. That's what I was thinking of too. We can at least have some diversity with colors with sepia is what I'm thinking of. Tell you what, let me mark some colors here while I'm at it, so I have a color swatch. Like a sepia, yeah, so we would need a dark one first. Darker than that. Or fine. Maybe something like that. What do you guys think? We could make some magic work with those colors. What do you think? Mustard color for the hat. Okay, we could do that. Let me add a mustard in here too. Brighter. I'm kind of like that. What do you guys think? Yeah, we could make this work. I like the shape. I like the direction this is going. We could totally make this work. This will be fun. I like where this is going. Alright, so we have those. Go back to the guide real quick. Not drunk games, we won. Yeah, it's about I was reading about that with what's been going on with Helldivers 2 recently. That's definitely been a also been a little bit of a victory there. I've been keeping up to date with that. We'll see what we can do with this color scheme. We'll see what we can do with it. Like I like the direction it's going. Be a camo effect on the plain body. Maybe on the wings. Like I could probably put that on like the tail fin or something, or like on the back end of the tail. But then keep the body itself kind of like a black gray for like the machine, like the actual like boiler or the engine. We could probably do that though, or do something with the propeller. But yeah, definitely we can definitely try to make something happen. Tell you what, let's start with the head first. Yeah, because even if one part doesn't have a lot of the color, like we can totally implement that on like other pieces of the body, no problem. That's the nice thing about Metarod, is the ability that you can mix and match. We had so far about 49 minutes. We're making progress. We're making progress. Alright, so let me see. Have back, white, down, yeah. See. I think that may only just be on the head. Down. And I say? C. I. That's T. Let me copy these real quick just so I can. No. Let me just make it. Copy. I'll put this in each of these folders just so I don't have to go back and make all these folders. This layer I can probably get rid of. I don't need it on this. There we go. Okay, so now I have those in all the folders. I don't have to go back and remake them every time. Maybe some blues for the eyes and vague details. Yeah, I could probably throw that on another layer relatively easily, though. Alright, so let's start with the black. My swatch down here, because I made those for a reason. Just like doing this. Honestly, it's been kind of enjoyable. Like, normally I have to think of all these things on my own, and maybe bounce an idea off of like one or two people. So, honestly, kind of nice getting feedback on something like this. And who knows? Maybe if an Ori Meta contest comes around officially, I might actually submit this one. I'm not counting on it actually hitting anything, but it'd be really neat to see. Like planning layers before drawing is. No, I'm a meticulous planner like that. I like to make sure everything's working as it should before I even like leave planning. I'm an over planner. So do I do? Yeah. So let me see. It's gonna be the gun barrel. Interesting to watch a pro. Oh no, I am anything but a pro. I'm gonna be real with you. I am anything but a pro. I mean, yeah, I've been drawing for a while, but you know, it's not like I'm not like any of these other really big name people that have been doing it for like years. Nice that you think I am, but no, I'm not that. I'm not that pro. A tailpipe over here. Fun. Like I see all these, you know, really big streamers or content creators, especially artist friends of mine, and they can do things like draw straight lines or even their Rakugakis or RKGKs, and they look like something that I would have spent like maybe 3 weeks drawing. You control to do the straight line. Yeah, basic. Yeah, yeah, I can do it for that. I try not to rely on that too heavily unless I'm actually doing something geometric, I'm just gonna call it. Here we gotta take a shower. Okay. No, that's fine. Well, I'm not going anywhere. Alright, so... Got some... Let's see. Fine. something kind of like that for the body. Okay, so then with the head, I'm gonna get my basic shape down first. Draw a proper circle. Where was I? What was I saying before? Yeah, I see all these, content creators or even friends of mine that are actually full-time artists, and they draw these like fantastic things, and they just call them just practice sketches or warm-up sketches. I'm like, my guy, that would take me like 2 weeks to draw just half as well as that, and then I suddenly feel really bad and worried, self-conscious about my own art. I'm like, okay, well, I guess I'm not going to draw for a while then. Maybe some yellow dot on the pipes too. Yeah, I'll probably add that with the color though. Right now I'm doing just the line art. Well, I appreciate it. I appreciate the sentiment. There you go. Can't forget the Pac-Man eyes. Happens to me as well, but comparing yourself to other products. Yeah, no, I 100% agree too. Like comparing myself to all these other artists is definitely not the smart way to go. But it's just something that you really can't help, and it's just something kind of you have to fight that mindset constantly. I'll tell you what, let's do the goggles and the seat. Yeah, the CP. Crown. Like, carry that one down. Yeah, something like that. That's better. That's what I'm looking. About half an hour to midnight, so probably gotta sleep. How often do I stream? Consistently, Sundays. Sundays are almost always gonna be my streaming days. Anything beyond that's just gonna be kind of like on a whim or whenever I have the free time to decide it. The streams themselves are not really consistent. Now, my regular stuff, where I report on Medarot stuff, will be every Tuesday, which I will be doing tomorrow. But yeah, streamings will be just kind of on and off, but consistently Tuesdays. Chunking down the parts I want from other artists and practice that. Yeah, that's always a good way to do it too, is just kind of take the elements that you like from different artists and just kind of at least try to emulate it at least. That's always good to do too. I can go to the mustard color because you guys wanted that for the hat. Redo this one up. There I go. Thank you for making all this awesome. Well, I appreciate it. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate the sentiment. Now let's stick it under that layer. And yeah, like I said, feel free to just hop on in anytime if I'm streaming. I'm not, gonna say no or say go away. I make content for you guys. And honestly, it's been fun. Like, I appreciate doing this. Actually gives me a reason to kind of force me to start drawing more often, so it's a win-win. Thinking too, I might actually just make the face white. Like that or something. Fetch it up and around that. Add a little more color variety. That's right, because I was going to stick the fuse up here too. I almost forgot. I'm going to do that next. What layer do I put? I'll put on the mustard layer. White layer. I don't know. As I'm putting this one together, I can already kind of imagine different kind of scenarios people would use this one, and I can already hear the Basil Geese theme in the background. This guy just comes flying in out of nowhere. Does this look like the face of mercy? So let's color next. Color and the seek color. He shows no mercy. Crimson Glow, Valstrax, Dive-Bomb. Yeah, basically. I really want to try to get into Monster Hunter, but every time I try, I always get lost. Close that. There we go. Just like that. on its own little segment of the footer. There we go, kind of like that. Okay, so now I need to do tailpipe. Said we want. Let's see. So it's actually up like that. Like that. That's better. Some each generations or Rise are good starters for beginners. Can't say a lot since I started very late. Yeah, I have Rise on Steam. I think my brother gifted it to me a while ago. And I genuinely tried it. Like, I was going to try to make use of, like, the heavy bowgun or whatever I think was the weapon I chose. But I just got so lost on the controls because there's so much to do. And having that, what was it, like 15 time limit, I think, on even the tutorial mission kind of drove me into a frenzy. Didn't think too kindly of that. So I want to give it another try properly. I just have to get back in the mindset for it, that's all. Afraid to draw on top of it. I like this. Sleep. Yeah, something kind of like that for the head part. What do you guys think so far? Switch positions here too. Ah, there we go. My leg was falling asleep on me. Ah, there we go. I don't like the direction this is going. I had a couple of metal seams along, though. Right there, something. Great. I get that simulation of it like spitting really fast. Looks adorable with that smile. See, that's how they want to get you. That's how you get them. You make it look adorable as it just dive bombs you out of nowhere. I like this direction. I like the way it's going. This is fun. This is very fun. All right. So the question is, do I color it now or do I want to do these layers one at a time? You know what? Let's color these as I go. That way, if I need to make any corrections, I can. We can at least kind of see how it'll look as we're going, and if we need to make changes to colors or add any details or anything, we're not going to be too far ahead where we decide we need to change it. Center of the helix. Yeah. I can tinker with that as we go. Yeah, I'm really liking the sepia color here. It's like a kind of like a membrane and not like a whole brain work with me. Not like a whole like a hard or like a wood frame. I want to emphasize this guy is one of those old cartoony planes and not one of the high flyer, high artillery fighters. White. They're iconic of all the style cartoon characters. Smile also full pearly white. this one. Oh yeah, that's definitely coming together. It's not going to have a lot of really diverse color in it, but apparently because it's the engine and pilot, obviously. Oh, I might make the tailpipe on white too. See how this looks. Oh yeah, that's definitely a whole lot better. I like that. Let's also add a splash of it here too. Mustard. I'm done. There we go. Audio jump. Honestly, I really needed this mood boost too because I had kind of a, I wouldn't necessarily say it was a rough day, but I had some tough stuff going on earlier today too before I hopped on and decided I wanted to do a shotgun art stream. Partially because, like I said, I enjoyed how well the first one came around and all the interaction that came from it, but also just being able to just kind of take the minute and talk about it too was nice and just kind of air some stuff. So the dopamine is nice from it. My Okay, this is definitely coming together, but I want to change the face on here a little bit. Maybe I'll make it the white. Yeah, let's make it the white. Let's stand out just a moment. Oh yeah, that's a whole lot better. Yeah, that's a whole lot better. Oh no, it's coming along. I like the direction this is going. You slap me with the biggest nostalgia. Yeah, I've got a little bit of everything in there. Gab Ocarina's a great guy, by the way. If you have not followed him yet or checked him out on YouTube, fantastic covers, and he's been doing that for a pretty hot minute now with a number of years. Awesome covers, really good original stuff. Loves Xenoblade stuff. You'll see a ton of Xenoblade stuff on his profile. Oh yeah, that's definitely coming together. I like the direction it's going. Well, we're finished with this for... Let's hide it. Just enough. We'll see what I'm doing. Whole leg. Alright, let's make the base... Kind of continue on here with the... Let's do it with the brown. Almost where I want it. And this. That's better. That's more the shape I want. Enough to beat Xeno 1 and 2. I've yet to play one. Like, I have the definitive edition. Well, my brother gave me his copy to play if I'm so led. And I have Xeno 2. I love Xeno 2, honestly. I love the soundtrack of that game. The story was really good, too. Go ahead, call me, go ahead, hang me. I'm told that's a rather controversial topic, but I like Xeno 2. Xeno 2 was good. What was I saying? Yeah, Xeno 2 was good. I really greatly enjoyed it. Highly recommend if you've not. I've still yet to play 3. Like, I started 3, and then I got busy with other stuff, and then never got back to it. And it's been so long now, I think it might be easier if I just completely restart my save file on 3 and just play fresh. There we go, that's a little better. My size. I just got here and will be lurking. No, it's 100% understandable. I appreciate you being here. Feel free to lurk as you please. I don't think the legs are going to be too terribly difficult to do. I didn't make them like super legs. Let's rotate that a little bit. About there. That's right. A backlog of games to beat. Invested in a game called Seventh Dragon. I've heard a lot of good things about the Yokai Watch series. Never quite got into it though. If I recall correctly though, I actually do know heard one of the artists, developers for it by proxy is I want to say it's the daughter of Miss Hirano Kana, who was, up until fairly recently for Medarot S, the story writer and supervisor for the first 4 Medarot games back on the Game Boy era. So definitely a lot of notoriety coming from that family. This Kana's super nice, by the way. If you ever have any questions on Medarot stuff, she's super busy all the time, but you know, when she does answer you, she's super nice. Hide this. Games are really fun. Yeah, I heard they are. I heard good things about the Yokai Watch series. I just never really got into it. It's not my cup of tea. Okay, let me see. Legs are for the most part good. Clean, not yet. Not yet. See. This Medarot is Galapagos. Yeah, you are definitely very attached to Galapagos. I'll be sure to give him some very special attention when he does end up coming to Medarot S, just for you. It would actually be kind of neat to see him in game too. Like, he was a relatively simple design, nothing like overly complex or powerful, but definitely a lot of potential to make him really good if they really want to have fun with Galapagos. This Gundam Age, nothing bad to see. Oh yeah, Level 5 is a fantastic company. In fact, it's the same developer that gave us Dark Cloud and Dark Cloud 2. Or Dark Chronicle, depending on where you're from. So I have nothing bad to say about them either. My only major complaint with them is why they decided to really gimp us and cancel Dark Cloud 3. That's my only real complaint with them, is why they talk about it and announce it was a thing and then, like, fail on the project. LBX 3DS. LBX I heard good things about too. I heard a lot of good things about that one. I almost tried it. I just had too many other things on my backlog. And I can get rid of the guide layer. I'm done with it. Go. That do or die here. Yes, it is indeed do or die. Good ears. It is... Let me check for you. It is the original do or die remix that UC Sachinashi used before they switched over and made the newer one, I think a good number of years later. But I have both of them in the playlist, so you'll probably hear it a couple times. I think I have like 3 different remixes of do or die in here if I exclude medleys. One of the most underrated final boss themes. Oh no, you are 100% right. I 100% agree with you. It is a very good final boss theme, especially given context that the two models in question that you are required to use or fight with or fight against is the original Archangel type and the original Archdevil type from Metal 4, which are Particle and Grain respectively. Not gonna lie, it was so nice to see Mr. Tagro and Hora Marin revisit that series to make the new ones Fermion and Boson. A little iffy on their designs, especially given that Fermion in particular is more of a more of a selfish healer, selfish nuker than anything else. So it kind of takes away from the utility that Particle started, but it's still a very neat, still a very faithful design. I like the direction this is going. I like it. I like it. Jerson Aloha. Hi, buddy. What's going on? Thanks for stopping in. One other thing. That's a little better. How many art sites to draw that aren't blocked or free? The first one I can recommend is GIMP. Always recommend GIMP because it is free, it is easy to install, it's open source, I believe, too. So if there's any like specialty brushes or preferences or things like that you want to install or try to use on your own art, you can basically install that really easily. And I think they said GIMP will always be free. So highly recommend that one as a start. If you're willing to buy the license, because it's, to my knowledge anyways, originally a one-time thing only, there's also Clip Studio Paint, which is what I'm using. And so far, I saw a bunch of comments saying that they would be, that they make it like an online paid service, you have to pay by the month, but so far I've only had to pay for the license once, and I've been on and off it a whole bunch of times through the last couple of years. So I really don't know. I'd recommend that one if you're willing to buy the license and just get that one once. What's another one I can think of? Medibang is a really good one too. I haven't used for a while, but is also solid. I'll put those in chat for you so you can look them up later. Camp, Medibang, CSP, license, purchase. The nice thing about Medibang too, if I recall correctly, was that you could install it on your tablet, like if you had an iPad or something, and it had like a kind of like a cloud service that you could use to transfer between one and the other. So you could like draw on your iPad or something, or your tablet, save the project, and then pick up the project on your computer right where you left off. Is that Bendy? I can see where you're going with it. I can tell you no, it's not, but it's definitely I can see where you get that from. Basically, the whole theme to it is we were putting together a custom design. We landed on cartoon theme, and we just kind of took it from there. So we were going for like the old 90s, you know, black and white, or like old 30s or 40s cartoons. And we're going with like a kind of like a Wright Flyer gunner thing named J-Plane. Okay. Let's see what's next on here. Let's do the left arm next. Let's see, what color do I want to make the shoulder? Let's stick with the black-white theme. So let's make the shoulder black, forearm white. I heard Paint.net is also available as an option too. I think a lot of people said they were going back to that one when the whole GIMP thing first started. So that one's an option. Let me... Those are the ones I can think of immediately, anyway. So there's plenty of free art options out there, and of course there's also MS Paint. If you want just something that's bare bones. Not the most conducive or the most efficient, but you know, it's better than nothing. Let's do the arm first. Ibis Paint. Yeah, that's a really good option too. I've heard good things about that one. But yeah, lots of free options, especially depending on the platform that you're looking for. So you almost never not have options. All right, what color do I want to make the gas gun? You know what? I like the mustard theme that you guys thought of. Let's stick with that one. Let me stick mustard back in. No. Yeah, I really like that idea that you guys had for the mustard. That was a really good one. Definitely gives it a little more of a color variety, which is what we need. If I go back to her. Oh. Hold on, let me... There we go, that's a little... For making a mustard bum. Okay, well, you're not wrong, but you're not right either. Fix the wing up. Huh. That's a little better. That's the shape I'm looking for. That's a little better. That's the wing ship. That was. Wait. There. Black. Alright, I can see it. That's ideal. My time looking this over. An hour 49. We're making great progress, honestly. Basically starting from 0 on this, I'd say we're doing good. Looking good. Yeah, I'm liking the direction this is going. You guys had a lot of really creative ideas to kind of help realize this. You guys had a lot of really good stuff. I think the next time we have an Ori meta contest float around, I might just actually enter this one, just for the lulz. Not really counting on anything coming from that, but you know, I think it'd be kind of funny. Booga Booga, what's going on, hub? Good to see ya. You missed the initial planning stage. We're coming up. We're designing a custom Ori meta, and chat helped me decide we're gonna do a cartoon playing based on, old 30s, old 30s, 40s cartoons. Playing Doodle Jump, nice. Let's see how this looks. Oh yeah, this guy's definitely coming together. This guy's definitely coming together. What do you guys think? There we go. Alright, I'm gonna take a short break and give my shoulders a rest. Oh man, ouch. Ouch. I can get rid of this guy right here. Yes, I don't need that. Looks super adorable. Yeah, I think that's kind of that was ultimately the goal I think you guys were shooting for, and I think you guys did a really good job of hitting it. One thing I am gonna do though, now that I finished an arm, go back to head real quick. Cartoon plane meta. Yep, that's what you guys came up with. So that's what I'm drawing. Honestly, and I dig it. It's a really neat little design. It's not like super complex or like has a whole bunch of hidden meaning to it. It's just a silly little cartoon plane based on like those old cartoons. That was ultimately what we're going for. Now that those are done, I those. On the last one. Arm. Actually, no. I'll just do it. Actually, no. It's close. Right. Actually, no, I should do 3 fingers because those old cartoons. You know, some of the newer ones went up to like 4, but you know, it's got to stay in that style. That's better. Just like. Here's not me. So big old red button. Can't have a silly cartoon design without incorporating something with a big old red button on it. Let's stick with... Actually, no. Stick to... Stand black. Oh, hello. Good for stopping in. I appreciate I appreciate having you. We're making our own custom Metarots. The chat decided that they wanted to do something with a cartoon theme, and that's what we're doing. Let me check something real quick too. Shoulder break. Ouch. Here's the other remix of Do or Die I was talking about earlier by Mr. Sachinashi. Honestly, I kind of like this one better than the older one. There's that real kick that you'd expect from a final boss theme, in my opinion. Kuura seems to have a lot of variations. This is a very popular remix. I mean, even among artists, content creators that are not meta-rotters, it's almost always seems evident that somebody's going to do it at least once if they're any kind of like even half well-known music creator. And I definitely understand why. It's a very popular, it's a very iconic final boss theme. And it makes sense that, it's something that would be seen and done over and over, because it's just that iconic. So that. Stick with the black and white theme. Something else I'd love to try to do at some point. I probably should have been doing this on my own, ages ago too, so I'm probably way behind the 8 ball on that. I'd love to do like a learning another language stream or something. There's a bunch of there's a community I found recently that's that actually helps teach proper Japanese and actual like short phrases and words, and I'd definitely be down to try that sometime. Might actually encourage me, strong emphasis, to finally get off my butt and start doing that. I'd love to visit one day, but I'm kind of stuck at disadvantage with the language barrier. I rely very heavily on machine translation, and I know sometimes that gets kind of nuanced. Who left the scene of that? I did. full red button. Got a couple remixes of Shout Me too. I know I had at least two. Again, excluding remixes, excluding medleys. Oh, check. Yeah. Alright, so that's finished. Let's see how it looks like all together. I dig it. I dig it. What do you guys think? Ah, there we go. What I may end up doing here too. Small copy stick. Smaller. Smaller. Right about there. That. It's like out. It's also kind of explode. Let's kind of see the different elements that go in. Ouch. Okay, so I have that where I want it. Save. Excuse me, I'm gonna save this while I'm at it. Stream. Comms, so just call them those. Oh, there we go. Ouch. What time at so far? 2:15. We're doing good. We're making good progress. Now, what we is one layer at a time. Back in a layer. Two, Light, dark. Slightly 20. The dark one. Dark there also. Shot. Something I haven't made with. See. Oh yeah, that's definitely a lot better. What's next? The shade layer on that first. Dark. Right, smoke. That right now. right here. Slightly. Arc. I think I have to mess with that one too much. I don't know. I don't have to. Bit of a pretty effect on. Yeah, I like it. I dig it. I dig it. Alright. Grab this again. Arm. Shade. White. Oops. I'll do that. Go. Finally made it. What's going on, Hunter? We are making a custom Metarot, and the survey said we are doing a cartoon plane based around the 30s and black and white sepia cartoons. Oh, that's what we're doing. I have to say, so far I actually really like how it's coming out too. It's like a really creative, novel design. Like, not gonna lie, this is something that I'd honestly would have fully expected to see in like the original games. It's just that zany of a design that you really can't just take it seriously. Hey, what's going on, bud? Oh, okay, so what's this? I'm just tired. Well, that's good. I still appreciate you stopping in. Draw this in another. Let's try that. That's better. Legs. I think you'll need a light dark. Come on. Straight line. Thank you. Alright, that should do it. Over here. Alright, there you have it, folks. This is BPL0J plane. I'm probably gonna clean this up a little bit, make it look a little nicer. Oh man, my shoulders are killing me. Oh wait. enough ID. Easier. In this, that one. Slip. Other. Oh, that's fine. So. Oh, that was a little smaller. That one. Two. Add 13. Stick that over here. He said was hyper beam. Our site. Charge. Light. Trigger. Okay, so now what do I want to do for the background? Alright, I have an idea. Okay. See how well it's all. That. There's a that's stand. All right, I'd say I'm done. I'd say he's done. Honestly, I kind of like how this came out. It had a really creative theme to it. You guys did a really good job as well with the kind of helping round out the idea and put it together. I'm happy with this one. This one looks really good. Right, but honestly, that was a pretty nice shotgun stream. I got plenty of stuff done and worked on it, and yeah, I think I'd definitely be down to host more of these again in the future on days that I'm free, or even on a Sunday if I don't feel like playing a game. I think what I'm probably gonna end up doing is just continue gaming as normal on Sundays for now, because I do want to try to get back and start playing Dark Cloud 2 again here pretty soon. So I might do that this coming Sunday as normal. This week was just kind of off because I had a bunch of days scheduled off, and of course there was my collab on Saturday. So it's nice, I enjoyed it, but I'm probably going to be sticking to just streaming one day a week as my schedule allows currently. Unless suddenly I take off and I'm making money like no one's business streaming. In that case, I'll change the schedule around, but I doubt I'm getting that far. Anyway, go ahead and close this in the... I'm essentially finished for now. But let me see. With that being said, like I said, I did appreciate having you guys all here with me to hang out and even just lurk for a little while. So honestly, yeah, I had fun with this. I'll stick this up on my Twitter here in just a little bit, and you guys can go like it from there and share it, I guess, and see where you go. But let me see, what else? One other piece of news I want to mention before I go. Yes, I did have my collaboration yesterday with Ryoko, Sane, and Vector. Had a lot of fun. Had a real blast doing that. Um, Not yesterday, on Saturday. I did post the highlights compilation on my channel yesterday. That's what I posted yesterday. Just kind of giving the highlights and just kind of generally thrown together, nothing real special. But it was still really good. Greatly enjoyed it, and definitely recommend giving them a follow as well if you're looking for other content creators to go give your time and your effort to and say hello to. But I believe that basically covers it for now. I will see you guys officially tomorrow on my regularly scheduled broadcast on the MNN as I break down just what we can expect for Medarot S as we go through this next week. But with all that being said, as always, I do appreciate you all for stopping by, just as you always do. Until next time, this is your host, Kuura Isagami of the Medarot News Network, signing out.